Yeah, bro, we got serious problems. Like, we're scared to even have a conversation. We can't even speak to each other,
Yeah.
living in the same house, let alone walking on the street or, you know what I'm saying, maybe somebody that you may not be that close with, but y'all got y'all cordial, y'all in the same circle type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, like, we scared to even have a conversation. It's like, we in an era where you can't tell nobody nothing. Everybody's super sensitive. Everybody offended about everything. You know what I'm saying? And people, majority of people hate the truth. Like, you come in real, like, this is the era where being a real one, being honest is a handicap. You know what I'm saying? If you keeping it real and you keeping it solid, like, that comes with a price. It took me a very long time to understand and realize and like, yo, speaking that truth and being real and being a stand up person, that comes with a price. It comes with a lot of pain. I did not know that.
Because we was always living in a very um what's the word
people that hate the real,
Jesus.
because that's simply what it is.
Nah, definitely it's very like everything. Nobody's being real. Being real is too hard to be real, you know what I'm saying? Because nobody wants to be judged on that. Riding a wave is definitely not, if it's not suitable to your character of growth or character of positive outlook, in the sense of like, all right, boom, everybody wants to be trending. You know what I'm saying? So if, let's say, I don't know how you feel about like the movement Black Lives Matter. We have people who are not even black and saying Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? That became a whole trend where it was like, all right, I'm gonna just say this just to be a part of a movement. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even really understanding what I'm saying or what I'm really doing in this sense, But then it comes down to understanding lives in general. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like the duality of like, all right, all lives matter. And then it's like, what the fuck you mean all lives matter? And no, Black Lives Matter. No, all lives matter. It's like, if you say all lives matter, then you don't mean that Black lives don't matter. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, where does this disconnection come into? Where it's all about wordplay. It's all about, your perspective on how do you feel on that subject. Because for me, honestly, I don't believe in none of that Black Lives Matter stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because all it does is highlight the abuse that happens to our Black lives. I've never seen a Black Lives movement where they actually fought back and done something, or created some type of change in policies or politics or government where it helped Black lives.
Let me hop in real quick right there. Black Lives Matter is like, it's cool that we get together and we, we discuss things and we wake people up, but everybody knows Black Lives Matter.
Exactly.
And my problem with Black Lives Matter is we keep on, like, if somebody like Eric Gardner or something like that, if that happens, and then we get a whole bunch of rallies going on for it, it's like, cool. But we need to keep that energy all the time, at all times. You know what I'm saying? That means if Junior from up the block get into it with John from down the block, that means it's supposed to be that same energy. You know what I'm saying? It's not that same energy when it's like that. It's completely us by ourselves. We switch our energy for other people, for other nations and stuff like that. We got to keep it 100% all the time, because I respect life completely, but I'm going to do it on every circumstance, not just because it's a traumatic time and all of this and I feel like a victim. Nah, we're not doing that.
Right. No, absolutely. And that's why I say where that mental health comes into, because you can't just be upset when, like you said, when is a white man or somebody killing one of our brothers. You know what I'm saying? It has to be just anybody killing our people, even if it's our people.
We should be more pissed. We should
that
be
has
more
to be checked.
when we do it to each other. We should be more upset when we do it to each other.
When it's us doing to us, it should be even more of a problem. Absolutely. Because how dare you? You know what I'm saying?
You
like,
stupid.
I don't even walk around with beef for people, because it's not healthy for me or for them. More importantly, for me. Why would I want to go outside with fear, having to look over my shoulder, or worrying about, I can't be here if I'm there? You know what I'm saying? That's not healthy. Nobody wants to live like that. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of things that created that. Music and stuff like that, it goes into that too. And unfortunately, it's not even necessarily their fault. It's the fact that they were introduced to the monetary aspect of it. If it can make money, they're going to exploit it. And that's really how the game goes. It's only going to make sales if people purchase it.
people are going to they're gonna take to whatever's promoted to them. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about people. It's monkey see, monkey do, man. So the world can make whatever the world wants to make. Cool. If you want me to say the world, let's say the powers that be, or the the production companies and stuff like that they can make eating healthy look cool if they wanted to. Trust me. The same. If you can make me eat a McDonald's burger and make that the biggest franchise there is in the world, based off your promotion and based off your theatrics, you telling me you can't do that for a healthy burger, the healthy form of a burger, or healthy food? Yes, they can do it. They can tell you all the ingredients. They can make a crazy commercial with the girl in the water swimming and then getting the burger and then telling you what the good stuff is in the burger and how it makes you feel good and how it's good for you. And it's not just addictive, it's actually good for you. They could do that if they want. They could be positive if they want. They doing this because this is what they want, not because this is in demand. They creating the demand.
But they doing it now with the promoting the mystery meat and Beyond Meat with the veggie burgers at all the fast food restaurants. Just don't mix. Like I was trying to say before, I took my daughter out of school and I'm homeschooling, and it's been the most difficult process. These children are getting anxiety and early depression. It's just like they need to be around other kids. Like it's all by design, like you said. And so just back to that, like now they promoting ever since Michelle Obama, all these first lady presidents, that's what they be trying to do. Like it's like a card they pull out their deck, like something's going wrong, let's change it about health and the kids and obesity and let's make it about healthy eating. Like it's the last thing on their list, like when everything is going wrong.
Wow.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Crazy. And then when they want to cut budgets, education is the first thing that they really cut sometimes too.
Yeah, and I don't know how it's always a distraction. They're always trying to create a distraction because, like, the Chinese hate, where did that come from? Like, honestly, why don't y'all just say y'all owe Japan some money or y'all owe China money, so y'all gotta give them money? Why y'all trying to, like, scapegoat it as, it's Chinese hate? No, who hates Chinese people? Like, Japan started war with us, first of all. So why y'all trying to play it off like, everybody's doing Chinese hate? Don't try to say black people's doing all the problem. We give them the most money. We got Chinatowns every year. We give all of our money to the Chinese community. How can we hate them? As always, it's for public health and safety and where's our money? Oh, okay.
We ain't gonna see no money. You know that. They don't respect us enough for that. Because they're afraid that we're gonna do what they did to them. What they did to us.
We have the money. We just don't know how to honor it. That's the thing. We don't know how to honor these debts. This is their fake fiat money. Like it's not real. So we're really y'all just need to give us the real deal. Like we don't give us all the silver. Give us everything back. That's it. That's all we ask for. Yeah. And y'all good.
Yeah, because this paper stuff is like what?
Legal tender.
Legal tender, yeah. Not even real.
Before it's all said and done, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to take 50 to 100K and do the money phone, you know what I'm saying, just to show the haters what's up, you know what I'm saying. Just one time. So, boom. All right, so Loso, during intense training, what keeps your mental able to push past barriers and comfort?
The fact that I want to live long and I want to be able to have people keep asking me how old I am when I'm much older. I'm always a competitive person. I always love the fact that I never feel my age, and because I want to keep doing that, I always put my body through physical elements where the average person who's my age is not thinking about doing that right now. You know what I'm saying? So I always just try to never think I'm that age. I never think of my age as a barrier of anything. You know what I'm saying? There is no limitations to what I can do for myself. You know what I'm saying? And yeah.
All right, now that was solid. Salute. What's one question that you would ask Dr. CB, and why?
Why do our bodies create these diseases that aren't necessarily, if they aren't man-made, why do they happen necessarily, And if our bodies are made to, heal itself, why is the disease there to begin with? Are our bodies just here as an experiment to the world, to its environment? You know, like when you create a plant and just leave it there and just see how it operates or whatever, or an organism, you just throw it in an environment and just see how it lives, in the sense of our lifespan being 100, you know, or a dog's lifespan being 77 or however long they live. You know, you get what I'm saying? Like each organism has its own lifespan. So it's like, why is it that the human body is like that? But then there's also tools and things around us that can heal us, you know, like what is, I guess, kind of the reason for living, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it literally just a game? Because we can't live forever, but there's things around us that can basically, you know, keep our lives contained, you know, for a long period of time. But there's the distractions of living, you know what I'm saying? Way of life.
Right.
Because the way he was living he wasn't living here, basically. You know?
I think, you know, as far as the seasons and, you know, the human body lifespan being cut short, because allegedly, you know what I'm saying, everything is foul. Like, you know what I'm saying, I'm hearing that we're not even really supposed to age, really, but...
I'm actually going to be open about something right now that I never really was open about before. This is actually maybe the first time I'm actually saying this, to be honest with you guys. Another reason why I take health very seriously and always, you know, put my body through these situations where I'm never standing still. I always have to keep moving. It's because at one point, you know, during early stages of COVID, my body kind of went through this traumatic stage where I couldn't even feel my legs. You know what I'm saying? They were numb. You know, I went to a doctor. She diagnosed me and said I had MS. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys know that that's multiple sclerosis, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's basically like when your nerves, they say it shut down and stuff like that. I was going through it, like I couldn't believe it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm reading stuff about it, you know, saying you're gonna be in a wheelchair, saying all these crazy things.
Ain't you too young to have that? Really?
No, any age.
Wow.
Yeah. They said there was no real reason for it. Like, it's nothing that you ate or you was doing or chronically, or like it just happens to people. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm looking at studies about it. You know, I actually knew somebody that had it. They were in a wheelchair. You know, so I'm just like, wait, what? Like, this don't make no sense. Like, this is crazy, you know? So, boom, like I said, couldn't walk. You know, if I had to walk, I would just be walking really slow, or I'd take like a Uber or stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I would just really not walk. You know, I tried to ride my bike, but it wasn't working. So I'm like, nah, this is crazy. Because I was already eating healthy. You know what I'm saying? So that was another thing that was just bonkers to me. So I'm like, nah, now I'm really about to turn it up now. So now I just was on an anti-inflammation diet for so long, you know. I was having all these natural herbs, you know. I wish I could remember them off the top of my list, but I did a whole bunch of things because the doctor was trying to give me all these medicines. And when I was looking them up, when you combine them together, they're deadly after a long period of time. But this so-called disease is lifetime. So hand in hand, you keep taking it, eventually you're gonna mess yourself up. And I'm like, and I'm not doing nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So I literally changed my whole life around and just stopped doing a whole lot of things and kept to myself and put myself through my own physical therapy. Like, was really pushing myself to run and do all these things. Like, you know, it was really hard. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But somehow, but then I did I did one class with the doctor and stuff, you know, did that. And then after I was, you know, I was good, like not good, but I just kept going. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was hard, you know, but I just kept going.
So you're saying that you was taking a bunch of different herbs at once?
Yeah, like I would take a lot of cat's claw, a lot of devil's claw.
I love cat's claw. Wow.
I had gotu kola, ginkgo leaf.
All of that at once. So you know, because I study medicine, I study plants.
No, not all at once, but I would take, those would be like my supplements that I'm taking like every day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm taking it one time in the morning, sometime in the afternoon, like I'm mixing it with the waters and the little sweeteners and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm taking these things throughout the day. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. That's good.
And then I like,
that's very good.
Yeah, and then even when I have like my smoothies and things like that, because I'm working out too. You know what I'm saying? I'm pushing myself to run and doing all these things. So, you know, after a while, it just, I don't know, it just went away. And then, like, you see, I don't know if you guys see my Instagram, like, I be doing stuff now that I was never doing before. because I'm pushing stuff and I'm pushing parts of my body that I never really concentrated on. You know what I'm saying? Doing all these different acrobatic stuff on the bars, and it's like people looking at it like, yo, that's going crazy, but they don't even know I'm doing this really just to survive. You get what I'm saying? Like literally, because if I stop moving, that's it, and I would never stop moving.
Yeah, like I know exactly what you mean, like by you got to keep moving. So this time around, it's just like, like it's been 5 months, and like a month ago they just cleared me to start working out. So it's just like I have a lot of like cramps and stuff like that, neck, back, shoulders, all that. So I could, when I say I could relate to what you're saying, I know exactly what you mean. I'm in pain right now, like as we speak.
Wow.
Yeah, me too.
Wow. I know exactly what you mean, bro.
And that's the thing, like the body does respond well to just when it feels like, all right, it wants to heal now, all right, cool. But sometimes you gotta put that extra push on it. You know what I'm saying? Because when a doctor say, oh, just lay in bed and all of that, that's bullcrap. That's the last thing you want to do, honestly, for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I honestly wish I would have blogged this whole experience that happened to me, because it was literally a life-changing thing. Like when I talked about it with like a handful of people, they were just staring at me like I'm lying. And I'm like, I swear I'm not lying. Like,
but you got the paperwork?
Seriously. Yeah, because I did the MRI and all of that, and it showed. And I was like, wait, what? Like, hold on. What y'all said? But it was very, very mild. I got my feeling back in my leg and all of that. And that was the crazy part. And I said, nah, it's everything is reversible. So that's when he said Dr. Sebi, I was like, nah, this is somebody who I remember said, everything is, the body's reversible. That was somebody who, with the blindness, and I said, listen, if he cures myself from blindness, I know I can definitely do this,
Yeah,
But I'm not here to say like, oh, I follow a Dr. Sebi diet. I just follow his philosophy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I'm not gonna lie, his diet is kind of wild for me. You know what I'm saying? Everything's not for everybody.
No, it's not. Everybody's body is different. So really
everybody's body is different, and everybody's lifestyle is different. You know what I'm saying? So what works for Jim don't work for Tim. You get it?
Right? Like, exactly.
Seriously, and that's why I tell people, it's levels to everything, you know what I'm saying? But your pace is your pace. It's no race, literally. And that's why I hate when people get discouraged from trying to really better themselves because they feel like they got to be in a competition with the next man. And it's like, who said anything about that? Stop going on Instagram and trying to look at people who are already in shape and already doing that, because they already put the time in. Half the time they probably went to DR and did that. Like, come on, you gotta just,
Yeah, but you're missing the main component, like the fitness world secret, steroids that nobody want to talk about.
And that too,
Majority of these fitness models that you see out here are on steroids. Matter of fact, like I just found out, like it was a study that says like 50% of people that consistently go to the gym are on steroids. I didn't even know that, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. And athletes.
Yeah, it's some type of form of it.
Oh, no, as far as the athletes that you see on TV, about 98 to 95% of them are on steroids. And that's a fact.
And that's definitely, cutting lifespan on your life.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, bro. Because I feel like if you do anything that enhances the growth of your body or does anything that pushes your body to a limit where it's not even supposed to grow in that factor, you're kind of, like I said, cutting life off your life.
You take too much steroids, you out of here.
People have their heart attacks and things like that. Like, overdoing anything is too much, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. People take steroids for certain reasons, but they have different levels of steroids, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's not a lifetime thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's steroid abuse.
For the listeners out there, anybody that's actually taking steroids, if you're taking steroids and you're not going to get your levels checked at least by a doctor, you're putting yourself in harm's way. You're bugging. Yep. Continue. I just have to put that disclaimer out there.
Thank you. Yeah, definitely.
That's good.
We don't steroid use.
Because this is USC 1308 for educational purposes only. I want to shout out to Nuestra Salud as our health sponsors. They do have Cat's Claw. Put in your code SQCLNS to get your discount. Free shipping on all the herbs. They have everything you just mentioned, Loso. Definitely. And go to Squeaky Clean Juices and Gems.
And to be honest, most of us have these concoctions that we can make right in our household. A
Oh,
simple
yeah.
stick of ginger, some turmeric, some cinnamon.
Yep.
That can go a long way.
Parsley.
Yeah, come on now, listen.
Yo, everything in your
Easy.
kitchen cabinet. Yeah, I did
Ginger,
not even
like,
realize this. Like, you just go in your
medicine.
kitchen cabinet, you have everything to cure a tea or
Yeah.
your any kind of cold you
Cayenne
have.
pepper. Yeah.
Everything is in your
Everything.
kitchen cabinet and you don't even know it.
I said as long as they don't got the GMO fruits and vegetables, they should be fine. Because
Yeah.
that part as well. Like people don't even know where to get the proper drinks from.
Nah, that's definitely true.
Yeah, like we're growing up in an era where now you gotta watch what you cop at Whole Foods. I ain't even. Well, I knew. It's been about 2 years I found out, but still, like Whole Foods.
You said Whole Foods?
Yeah, like they like sneak like certain like products and that's like not really like 100% vegan.
Do that at Trader
Whole
Joe's.
Foods is a vegan store?
I mean, it's not necessarily. It's really mainly healthy. I wouldn't say vegan, but I would say very healthy, like free and this pesticide free, etc., etc. And it's just like we do have that, and everything's supposed to be natural, but they also do have GMO fruits and veggies in there too. You got to actually look and know what you're looking at. You know what I'm saying? But it's still not as bad as going to Key Food in the middle of Farmers Boulevard. Like that's not gonna.
Don't knock Key Food on Farmers Boulevard now. What's going on now? Don't do that.
I mean, come on, bro. You know we live in a food desert.
Over Key Food.
The path marks or whatever. You know we live in a food desert, my nigga. You know the fruits and veggies that is not real right, bro. Let's really keep it talking. If you want to link up and do a video, we could go to the path right there, and we can compare the fruits and vegetables to the fruits and veggies in Valley Stream somewhere or further out east. You know what I'm saying? In a predominantly white neighborhood, there's a big difference in the quality of the
big difference.
I absolutely agree. The change in the supermarkets as well too, like Aldi's, like this is something that we never really had in the neighborhood. Aldi's. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh, they just built one on Jamaica Avenue.
So I don't even know what that is. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a new like type of supermarket, but it's never really been in New York. But now they're making it prevalent in New York now. You know what I'm saying?
From the South. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when they do stuff like that, it's like, all right, that's cool. But it's still not, the best of the best, but it's something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, sometimes we got to just I'd rather a fucking Aldi's than a liquor store being built somewhere. You get what I'm saying? I would rather them sell the GMO fruits and vegetables than them sell liquor or snack at a 99 cents. So that's only there to suck money out of the neighborhood for a couple of years, and then they're going to shut it down, and they're going to build a beauty salon that's going to do the same thing and just keep making these generic ass stores that's only there to suck money out of the neighborhood. If they were going to build something and only make a handful of employees, and I literally mean a handful, like 5, that's not helping the community. You know what I'm saying? This little IHOP that's over here in the neighborhood, it's not doing nothing for nobody. They may say, it's giving jobs, but is it really giving jobs to the neighborhood? Like, what are you saying? We all don't know how to make pancakes and eggs and stuff like that? Come on now.
Wait, they built the IHOP in the house? Like, where?
They built the IHOP right there in where Stop and Shop is on Springfield and Merrick.
What?
Yeah, there's an IHOP there.
Oh my god.
Serious right now?
So serious. There's an IHOP over there.
All right, we heading over there soon.
I didn't know that. Didn't know that one. That's news, damn. But I've been out there for a minute. So.
Listen, I would say this: if you have a job at IHOP, kudos to you, congratulations, because they're paying sweet over there. I heard, like $22 an hour. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I love for people to have their jobs and everything, of course. But I'm always thinking big. I'm always thinking community. Get what I'm saying? Okay. So. That's just the devil's advocate in me. You know what I'm saying? I'm always just trying to see the good, but they always show me the bad first.
It's all about balance. You know what I'm saying? Like, so just as much as there is a IHOP, there should be a health store right next to it.
There's a juice bar. I don't know if you guys know the juice bar, Long Live Juice Bar.
Yeah. What is from there a few times.
Shout out to them, man. They actually put me on the map, you know? They used to have this Friday vegan chef days and stuff. They had, private chefs come in and, display their work. And I was definitely one of the top chefs. Well, I was the top chef there. I'm not going to lie. A lot of people love my food, My name actually got big and stuff in the neighborhood where people knew, who I was as far as like Chef Loso and stuff like that, you know. So I definitely want to give them a shout out because they doing what they got to do. They got another shop over there in Brooklyn too, you know, that just opened up. Long Live Juice Bar BK. You guys can follow them on IG. That's the IG. Long Live Juice Bar. But yeah, man, they definitely a good spot, man. A lot of holistic stuff there as well. So
That's nice.
we need more stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
I'm sorry,
we
but
do.
that pan fried chicken was definitely historic. But we all get it. It's time for it to go. You know what I'm saying? Like that thing. Come on now. That has to go. Like we really don't need that. And that's what I mean. Like sucking the neighborhood dry. You know what I'm saying? Like.
But it's just like it's also up to we don't have to support it.
Do you guys know that there's a gym right across the street from there, right?
Yes.
And a hospital, right? And a doctor's office, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm aware of it.
That's just ridiculous to me. Like, this is what we build next to the chicken spot?
Out loud.
The irony is just crazy.
What's wrong with the gym? What you mean?
No, I'm just saying the irony is crazy where it's like, there's a chicken spot and then we choose to build a gym and a health clinic right by the chicken spot. Like, now it's time for the chicken spot to go if we're trying to up the neighborhood is what I'm trying to say.
Just as much as there's a McDonald's, there should be a health spot right next to it. And the health spot needs to be open to compete and give people a real option.
You know what's funny? There is a spot, but it's in the city. It's called Gerald's Burgers. It's plant-based as well. But like I said, the thing with them, with most spots is they use the Impossible or the Beyond Meat. And that's what they use.
Beyond Meat? Like, what is that? Like,
Yeah.
Right.
what is that, bro?
To infinity and beyond. Because that shit is space shit for real. That shit came from space.
I'm
rolling.
rolling.
I'm done.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm definitely trying to get my spot going, man, because honestly, the way I'm going to be moving and the way my mind works, just like what he said with the fast food stuff, is like I make that stuff for myself. Everything that anybody would want, I want too. You know, I want cakes, I want sweets, I want this, you know, I want to taste the comfort of the mac and cheese, and you know what I'm saying, like, you know, just having the same appetite, but I'm just gonna tweak it and just make it healthy. You know what I'm saying? That's the only difference. I'm not missing out on anything.
You would be more like a big with a food truck. You should definitely do that because there's a food truck over there on Springfield, out here in Queens, and they sell deep fried peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. When I tell you,
wow,
for $10. Now I know you could get it popping with a food truck with healthy food. Like that just don't make no sense. It tastes so good though. Like I'm just saying, food trucks.
There was a time where my deep fried chicken and all that, Dzyn can tell you I was making all of that stuff. It came a point where I was like, you know what? I don't even think fried stuff is even really good for us. And I love my people so much. I'm not even going to sell it to you guys. I could sell it easy, no problem, and make a killing, make a profit. I could make fried Oreos. I could make all of that crazy shit.
Oh my God.
I used to make that. I used to make that with cake sprinkles and all of that. I can make all of that craziness that people make on TikTok. I can't do that to my people. Like, I'm more, you know, people over profit. But of course I'll make my profit, but I'm not going to poison you in the process. You know what I mean? That's not for me.
That's not what you do, it's how you do it.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why my business right now is not going as fast as it should. Because like I said, I could easily switch it up. No problem. Like, I'm not really trying to do that. I want to make it to where there's a sophisticated sense behind it, you know? I want to have my own, honestly, I want to create my own Beyond Meat, my own type of thing like that.
Respect.
Easy. Dr. Preggers and all these people that's out here doing their little thing. What? Come on.
Yeah.
And their stuff is mediocre.
Right. I think everybody should. I think we should. Like, those of us who are serious about health and this is what we study, this is what we do for a living. You know what I'm saying? I think we should do that. Like, I do want to open my location eventually, my health store. So I think I would definitely love to have a plant-based Loso cooking in my restaurant. I mean, my location, my store, my health store. You know what I'm saying?
Because I do the cakes and the muffins and all of that, you know. But the way I do it, I don't use the white sugar, like, because people have the sweet tooths. Shoot, I have my sweet tooths. I get my time when I get my munchies. You know what I'm saying? But I always got something on deck that I made it. So I know what I'm putting in my body. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And anything I eat, whenever I make my cakes, there's no bloatation in anything I eat. I don't know what being bloated means anymore. I haven't had a bloated feeling in a long time. I eat to be satisfied. That's number one. You never eat to be full. You gotta eat to be satisfied.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Eating till you're full is if you're really trying to gain weight and really trying to, bulk up and stuff like that. Because once you do that, the itis kick in, your body shut down, and now it's time to sleep. Because that's literally what the itis is. The itis don't mean you ate good. It just means that it's time for your body to shut down and, sleep. Because anything else right now would just be too much for the body to do.
Exactly. And your stomach is only about a certain size. So if you overeat and you overstretching, that's why you got a big stomach.
Exactly.
So shout out to our administrator, Tyree, developer just came in the room. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Tyree, salute.
Wagwan, Tyree. Wagwan. I want to shout out to Juice and Gems as well. They are a family health shop over here on Jamaica Avenue. They have patties, they have food, they have seamoss, they have everything in there. All the herbs, your sour sop. They got the oils, they got soaps, they got toothpaste, all the natural stuff. So definitely check out Juice and Gems.
Facts.
Yeah, man. So that's right here. We in on time, and I think this conversation was definitely very productive.
Absolutely.
I think it was a good introduction for us to show who Loso is, for us to show the lifestyle we all embark on, and we embark on this lifestyle in different ways. But nonetheless, we want to present health to everybody. We want everybody to find their balance, find their medium, or whatever you want to call it. Get on board, get your health right, get your mental right. And we feel like that's something that can make the world better. So this will be something that continues.
Yeah, we're going to have our health is wealth segment. So definitely very important.
Mm-hmm. I could actually, bring some other people on board too who has turned vegan, because of me, and can speak, further on that, how it changed them, their mental and things like that, So that's definitely a good look,
Yes. Shout outs to y'all. We thank God for you for being a light to the community and to health and just putting the word out there, the truth, because we're going back to nature, how we started. It's coming, it's here. We just got to keep going, like you said. That's a big story you got to tell, Loso. So thank you again.
I'm living proof, man. Yeah, and this is the first platform I ever told it on too. So I appreciate you guys for absolutely.
Yeah,
let's talk about it. Yeah,
thank you. It's an honor. That's dope, for real.
Yeah, definitely. Appreciate you guys, man.
Appreciate you as well, King.
We will be back with another segment, and this is Creative Collection NYC with DJ Squeaky Monroe, Boy P. Monroe,
Peace and love.
King Dzyn, and we out.